Hi, Britt here from The Art of RV Harmony, and today's interview is with Stacey and Gary Quimby from Pau Hana Travels. Stay tuned for another unique look into the personal relationship of an RVing couple. Let's start out by you telling me just a little bit about your relationship journey in terms of RVing, how long you've been RVing as opposed to how long you were living in the stick and brick.
Okay. Well, first of all, we're a little different. We still have a sticks and bricks, and it's up in eastern Washington, and we are on the road 8 to 10 months out of the year.
So when we go home, we end up having to manage the home a bit when we're there, and we manage it from the road as well. But we find ourselves doing quite a few projects at home, and the winter breakup and spring cleaning and preparing for fall and summer. So that keeps us busy there. We do definitely prefer the life on the road, I think.
Yeah, we've been seriously full-timing. We call ourselves part-time full-timers, and we've been doing that since August of 2016. And in that time frame, we've only been home for about, I think we figured 4 months, 5 months.
Between then and now, yeah, about 5 months we've been home since August 2016.
And in several different stints.
Yeah.
Do you notice a difference in your relationship between being at home and being on the road?
He can get farther away.
At home?
Yes.
But is that necessarily a bad thing or a good thing? We can go for hours without seeing each other at home. Because I have my shop work and she's got her housework, whatever it is, and I haven't noticed much difference in the relationship.
The one thing is when we are at home, he might go into town and run an errand, and we hate it. We don't like being apart. We have been retired since 2013. And so we've been together 24/7, 365 for about 5 years now.
I like to share my time. Whatever, if it's just a simple task going to get a couple of groceries or whatever at the hardware store, it's like, come on along, let's just go.
We do it together.
And we'll have conversation in truck and we're not going to solve world's problems, but we make the best of it.
Sometimes we're at a restaurant, and yes, our faces might be on our phone because we're always together. So it's not a time to sit and chat.
Well, we'll be busy all day and interacting all day, and then we go to dinner, and it's the first time we're sitting down for a little bit, and the phones come out, and we're on whatever we're on, and it's kind of funny. People look at us, but it's our lives, and we're comfortable with that. Then once we're done with the phones, they get set down and dinner time, and it's always good.
Yeah, it's actually to me an indication of true intimacy if you can do that when people are going to be thinking something else,
right.
Like, oh, they aren't connected or whatever.
Oh no, we're very connected. So we just recently celebrated our 5th year anniversary. We had our anniversary in Hawaii, and we've been together
8 years.
8 years.
But we've known each other since we were in 9th grade.
Yeah.
So since we were 13 years old, and we're 45 now. So
we've kept in close, not necessarily close contact, but emails were exchanged back and forth years ago, and that MySpace thing that happened a while back and died. We had some connections on MySpace, and then of course Facebook really kind of brought us together again, and then she was just moving back from Hawaii, and we got to hang out a little bit more together, and things just kind of clicked again. Yeah. We were good. We hung out in the same groups in high school, same circle of friends.
He was at my 16th birthday party, so I mean we've known each other basically all our lives.
Yeah. So it was. I'm not going to say it was a a match made in heaven kind of thing, but I mean it wasn't. I don't know how that doesn't work out too well. That's not what I wanted to say, but
we both had to live our own lives before we were able to come together and have the perfect life.
There you go. Yeah, that sounds better.
That sounds better. Yeah, we had to go through our trials and tribulations with others, and then it's been working out pretty darn good for us.
It has. It's been great. Life on the road is awesome. I love the journey. I love the travel, seeing new, and experiencing it with her. It's great. She is most of the time she's pretty adventurous and likes to go out
I'm
and
a
have a good
trooper.
time. Yeah.
There's sometimes when I want to stay home or you're in the rig. But for example, yesterday he went off and did an adventure with a big group of people, and I stayed behind, and I kind of missed him.
Well, I felt bad she was staying behind too, because I know she kind of wanted to go. It would have been a great time for both of us, but we were meeting with some other people, and had to establish that meeting at that time,
and I was doing some work
we
for
were
our
actually
YouTube
working.
channel, so sometimes work calls.
Yeah, so we don't separate very often.
So I think you've already answered this question. Has living in a small space affected your relationship at all?
No, it's kind of funny because at home we have a very large space, and then we come to this, and it's very intimate, and we do well.
Since we're together all the time, we're retired and we do everything together. This isn't much of a change for us. It's probably a little bit better for us because you know where the hot buttons are and what to do to avoid them and to overcome them sooner, so nothing blows up into a bigger deal.
Yeah, communication.
Mm-hmm.
It's much more important in a small, tight space.
And our experience is that teamwork really becomes quite a component in this lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
How's that different for you from teamwork at home?
Well, for the most part, I'm in charge of inside, and then he's in charge of outside.
I guess you can take that RV life and home life.
Yeah.
Except cooking and dishes.
That's true. He's my chef.
And you say you're going to do the dishes, but you never do.
I get working or something, and next thing I know, I look over and he's doing dishes, and I'm like, yes, got out of that one.
I purposely haven't done them for a while, so there's a sink full over there right now.
That's what we have a dishwasher for. Yeah, right there. That's a dishwasher, not an oven.
Well, I didn't know they came that small.
Yeah, that's small. But go back to the question. What was the question again that we're kind of...
Oh, I was curious what kind of teamwork.
Teamwork. Okay, that's right. Teamwork.
I drive sometimes as well, not very often. However, today I'm going to be driving, so and Gary won't even be in the rig today.
I'll be riding with somebody else, another friend of ours.
Yeah, we have another friend of ours on YouTube, his and hers vlogs. They're coming in to American Girl Mine today, and we're going to do a channel swap. And so Gary is going to ride with Ben, and Rebecca's going to climb in the motorhome with me, and the girls are taking over the motorhome. So
interesting.
Kind of fun.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that has brought us together closer, or actually made our journeys more enjoyable, is the community that we've found on the road.
Yes.
It's been very nice to hook up with like-minded individuals, and we made great relationships, and when they travel, everybody leaves their little breadcrumbs of where they are, and if somebody's nearby, we'll contact them and say, hey, we're heading over that way. Let's go to dinner or have a drink or fireside chat or whatever it is.
Like Ben and Rebecca, we stayed at their house up in Seward, Alaska this summer for a week, and now they just happened to be traveling to Phoenix today and from San Diego, and I'm like, oh, we're traveling to Phoenix today too. Let's make a day out of it.
So it's great to be able to meet up with all these folks on the road.
See our friends on the road. That's what's precious.
Do you find that being RVers that you laugh more together, that your sense of humor is engaged more with each other, and
why wouldn't you?
The vagaries of life?
Yes, I think so. I mean,
he laughs at me all the time.
Yeah. Sometimes in
I do stupid stuff
moments
to be laughed at, but
I think it's more relaxing. It's more comforting, more enjoyable than actually having the big home you have to worry about. If you don't like where you are, you can pull your jacks up and move.
Yeah.
So it makes it more enjoyable. Yes, I think there is more laughter and more enjoyment with it. Mm-hmm. And you get a couple of people around the fire, and the conversations are always great. And normally everybody you meet is full of joy.
Yeah.
Because they can do the same thing.
It's pretty wonderful lifestyle.
Yeah.
And obviously good for a relationship.
Absolutely. Yep. Nothing wrong with it.
What's interesting is obviously your relationship was really good before you started RVing, and you just brought that with you.
Yep.
I know some people have difficulty with the transition.
Yeah, right.
Learning how to do it.
One
Moving
thing,
from the larger space to the smaller
we had
space.
a 33-foot boat prior to our RV. And with a boat, you just can't get off and go take a walk if you're mad at one another.
You can jump off and go for a swim.
Maybe.
Depends
Not
on the water,
always.
yeah.
You could be early season and the water's really cold. So, yeah, we've done well with it. We just, we know how to communicate. We rarely fight.
Right. And we know what each other wants. You know, I've read on some of the forums and such that, hey, I want to go full tumming, but my husband isn't too into that, and should I just make him do it? It's like, no, you can't do that. You can't force out somebody. You both have to want to do this.
To do this
it takes two people to do it comfortably. I mean, yeah, there are a lot of solos that do it, and that's great on their part, but I enjoy it so much more with a partner.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes there's collisions of egos and really work it out.
Google solves a lot of those.
What do you mean? You just get on Google and ignore me?
No, like a clash of an ego. Like I may think something is right, and you think it's completely different. And instead of arguing about it, we just get on Google and find the fact. That happens quite a bit.
And there are still a few bets you need to pay back still. That you've lost.
Yes. But there's been quite a few times your wife was right.
I'll give you that, yeah.
We're both very strong in our opinions, and so we'll debate it out or find out the fact, but we don't let it clash with our relationship.
If there is a big problem, you know, we'll generally approach it pretty quickly. You know, once in a while, maybe I'll head off and go for a walk around the rig or something like that, or down the street back, whatever it is, and come back and, hey, let's talk about this. Because you can't let it explode. You can't let it get big. Because you got to work with your partner in a small space, and you have to take care of any issues fairly quickly.
Yeah, I can't even think of the last time that we had a major clash.
Well, there is a little thing at Quartzsite.
That's true. There was one little thing at Quartzsite.
Yeah.
But I don't even remember what it was.
Oh,
so that's how important it was.
I do, but we're not going to go into
it. That's a good husband.
Yeah. And there's the laughter.
And it was me who separated myself from the group and walked around. Took a few minutes,
it was dinner.
Came back and I think she was with another group of friends, and I think the friends saw my reaction, and she didn't realize the severity of it. And I came back, 15 minutes later, and she apologized and hugged and kissed her out and all that stuff.
Yeah, we had planned a dinner party for about 12 people. And dinner was going to be late, and I kind of got upset about that because I told 12 people, I'm like, okay, we're going to do it at this time. And he's like, no, it's going to need 2 more hours. And I'm thinking,
it was
2
only an hour
hours.
anyway.
But yeah, yeah. But we worked it out. It was
something
minimal.
minuscule. It was a small little thing, and she.
We complete each other's sentences.
When she party planning. When we have groups of people here, her stress level is skyrocketing, and everything has to be perfect, which is fine. It's great to have everything presented well and nicely. Sometimes it's nice. You just kind of breathe through it. So that was a fun little instance that happened, and we overcame it very easily.